And here we go.
It's always a special week just because of where the game's going to play.
Yeah, it's obviously where I grew up and still have a lot of family up there, and it's always fun for them to be able to come to the game and maybe have a chance to see them afterwards for a second or two. But once you start playing, it's like any other week, and you have to be focused and prepared.
What was this past before you? Easy or hard to not play?
You know what? Fairly easy. I mean, it's when you get to the point in the season and you get a break, it's always a good thing.
I meant it in ways that you're going to.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't worry about it. I mean, that's the way the schedule's made, and we've played well up until this point, but we haven't been perfect, and we've got to focus on improving. I think the week off of rest is always a good thing. We're back. I think guys are fresh, and I think we'll be ready to go.
We faced this team so many times the last few years. You're familiar with their personnel, but they made a change for the defensive mentality.
I'm sure with the change in defensive coordinator, they'll have a few things different from what we've seen thus far. But as far as the personnel goes, it's going to be the same guys out on the field, and their personnel is very good. So we've got to be prepared for adjusting to some things on the sideline. But again, studying the guys that we're going against, understanding how they play, and I think we'll be fine.
Does it almost feel like a division opponent, considering every year you've been in the league, you played?
Yeah, it really has. I mean, I think there's a lot of familiarity between the two teams. We've played each other the last 5 years, and so schemes have changed a little bit, but a lot of the players are the same, and we know what they can do. They know what we can do, and when you have games like this, it comes down to execution.
I guess it doesn't hurt to come back from the bye week. A team like this grabs your attention right away. Nobody's going to be easy back.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's no easy weeks in the NFL, and I think everybody got the chance to rest, but come back and we're fresh, and we've got a really good opponent we're going against. It's going to require our very best, so it'll be a good week for us.
An opponent that's good.
This team confidence-wise, I don't know where it is. I know you can't worry about that. You always want to get off to a fast start. But when you see a team making changes like this, is it even more important to get off to a fast start?
It's important every week, and that's one of the areas I think we need to improve. We haven't done a great job of that the last couple of weeks. Smitty talks about it all the time. We want to start fast and maintain that throughout the game. So regardless of what they have going on, that's, I think, a point of emphasis for us this week.
During the off week, how much did you even watch to see what was or wasn't?
Not too much. It's nice to have baseball playoffs on and stuff like that, so you don't have to pay attention to football too much. But it's impossible not to see it. But I think the biggest thing is when you're a professional, you have to be able to put it aside and focus on what's important. And I think guys have done a great job of that.
Matt, how much can Asante help you kind of with any of the defense that they're doing?
I think he can help out a little bit. Obviously, he's played with a lot of those guys and knows their tendencies, those kind of things, strengths and weaknesses. But at the end of the day, it comes down to execution and how we play on the field. So I think it'll help a bit, but we still have to go out there and play.
Matt, this is a very good team on offense. How tough is it going to be to sustain drives?
Yeah, third downs are always important, and like you said, they are very good on third down. I think their front four is a reason for that. They do a great job on pass rush. I know their sack numbers probably aren't where they've been in the past, but their pressures are right there. I mean, they force you to get the ball out of your hand probably before you're prepared to do it. So we'll have to do a great job up front. We'll have to do a great job on the outside too. We'll be prepared to get the ball out quickly.
Matt, obviously, when in Atlanta, Mike Ryan, people still good team, obviously.
Is that any special to you, the guy that preceded you here?
How are you?
Going against him? Not really. I think having played against the Eagles so many times, it's not something that I think guys in here talk about or even think about all that much, especially offensively. We don't face Mike on the field, but so not too much.
There's only a handful of three that are even left.
Yeah, probably only a handful of guys that are left that played with Mike, and so I think we're probably a little bit beyond that at this point. 5 years from now.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.